Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys, taking a look at another wave of Ultraman Ultra vehicles here today. Now these aren't necessarily released in waves. The first big chunk kind of came out earlier and I reviewed those all together. But these have kind of been coming out in like twos, like two here, two there. I believe there are some other ones set to be released later on in June. I'll have to double check on that. But these here we have Rosso Flame, Orb, King Joe, and Galactron. So we got two Ultramen, two Kaiju, nice mix. Packaging still very simple, but I think very effective. Picture of the car here on the front, then it shows how it becomes the Ultraman up there. Cool picture of the Ultraman on the top of the flap. Nothing really going on the bottom or the side. Just another picture of Ultraman there on the side. And then just kind of shows you the basic functions of the toy. So pretty cool. I think the packaging is very nice for these, but still kind of simplistic, which I appreciate. And it's a good assortment of characters here. So I'm going to go ahead and get them all out of the boxes, and we'll take a closer look. So here are the four vehicles out of the packaging. We'll start over here with Rosso Flame, his default form, so it makes sense that they would choose this one. But yeah, I think the car looks pretty cool. You can see the hood of the car simulating his chest plate, and then you have the head popping out over here. Basically how this works, you just push the front fender in, boom, pops out the hands, the head pops up, and here he is in Ultraman form. Pretty simple, but I think they're pretty fun. Nicely detailed, nicely painted. So we'll put him off to the side over here. Next up we have Orb. Love the look of the Orb car, probably because it's mostly blue, but I also like how the spoiler looks like the semicircle from the Orb ring. I think that's really cool. Again, you have his chest simulated here in the hood. Come around to the back. Boom, pop that in. Looking very good. Like Orb quite a bit. Next up we have Galactron, which uses that kind of kaiju mold, same as Gomora or Red King. So really cool giant kaiju head here on the front. And then if you go ahead and pop this up, you can see that the hands kind of pop out to the side. You get the kaiju head, and then you can actually pull this part down to simulate his tail. So I think that looks pretty good. Very cool. And then last but certainly not least, we have King Joe. Really like this design. You can see they kind of simulated his head here in the front. And then if we go ahead and pop this up, you can see that the head actually, it's inside. It's not the whole head that goes down, it's just that little part inside. But still, he looks very cool. And it's kind of perfect because the wheels kind of look like the sides of his head. So it really kind of fits in perfectly. You can see how they're painted over here. So that design works really well for King Joe. I think all four of these are a lot of fun. I think the gimmick's neat. I did want to show off real quick, so if you push this back in, it'll snap, then you can catch that. And I think what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to fly them at something and have them bump. So we'll try King Joe, why not? Push his head back down, close his hands up. I'll move these two back. So you're supposed to try to like bang them into each other. And you can see that they transform. But unfortunately, because they don't have any kind of spring gimmick, they don't like pop up. I kind of wish they had like maybe something in the chest here that when it hit, it would spring them up. Now, I don't expect them to land, but I feel like it would still be kind of neat to have them hit and then kind of spring up as they transform. And then if they land, they don't, you know, I don't expect them to land like this. But I just think it would be neater if when this hit to make them transform, something sprung them up so that they kind of, you know, looked like they were transforming into the, you know, Ultraman or Kaiju mode. It's still a cool gimmick. I just feel like the point of having the thing on the front to make him transform, if he just looks like he put his arms out to the side, you know, that's not really that impressive. But I still think overall the gimmick is neat. I like that they're little Ultraman cars. Mostly I just love the designs of them in the car mode. It reminds me of something like Hot Wheels would do. And then the fact that they kind of have like a super basic transformation is just kind of an added bonus that I think is a lot of fun. But like I was saying, it's kind of a cross between something Hot Wheels would do and like the Crash Combiners from Robots in Disguise, like the tail end of that line. So it's kind of a combination of two things that I like, which is why I ultimately think they're a lot of fun. I just think, like I said, the addition of kind of a spring-loaded gimmick to make them pop up when they crash might have made it a little bit more fun. But I understand why they didn't. You know, those things can wear over time and not work out that great. So ultimately, you know, you just have some cool little transforming cars here that are fairly basic transformation, but they get the job done. They look good in the Ultraman Kaiju mode. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.